Alright guys, so we're about to go over and actually demonstrate how these sifting pans actually work and how well they work. Right here I kind of have just a cardboard box to catch a majority of the junk that's going to fall out of the bottom of all three of them. There's a bunch of 22s shell casings laying in there. I had like 3 gallons of brass that a friend of mine had given me, and so I'm just going through and using these to sift through them. The 22s obviously we can't use, or rather there are uses for them, but not uses that we're interested in, so we're just going to pitch those. There is what I have left in this deal. This is brass that we still need to sift, and behind me here you can see a very large tote full of 9mm brass, which is sifted to the bottom plate. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the remaining tote of brass into the sifter. We're going to sift it, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. There is some 45 ACP, 38 special, 9mm, and some other random ones kind of tossed in there, but not in enough bulk that you'll probably even really get to see them. And the 22s, like I said, they just fall out the bottom, so you probably won't see those anyway. But let's go ahead and throw these in there and just show you how well they work. Okay, so a lot of the stuff has probably already fell through to the bottom, but I'm going to throw in some earmuffs because I'm going to shake this pretty vigorously, so it gets to be kind of annoying. All right, here we go. So you can see how quickly it actually thinned out the herd there. This is all 45 ACP, and what you'll notice is that every once in a while you'll get some nested shells, as they call it, which is a shell inside of a shell. That kind of tends to happen whenever you're tumbling different sizes of brass through media. The media can kind of get in between there, and they'll, end up getting stuck together. But what you can do is just throw it back in there, and it'll fall right through, as you saw right there. So same for this. This is actually, I believe, a 44 mag. Yeah, so that's a 44 mag shell. It looks like there might be a 9mm in there. We'll pop that sucker out, and the 9mm just falls right through, and the 44 mag will stay on top. So you don't have to do it very long. Lost one. But the main idea is just to speed up the process of doing this by a significant amount, because obviously if you're just looking at head stamps and doing these one by one, it is going to take an astronomically longer period of time to get the same results. It's still more effective in the sense that you're going to be able to do things like figuring out for 45 ACP, for instance, which this top plate is for, obviously. You can find small rifle or small pistol primer pockets and large pistol primer pockets by simply looking at them, which you cannot do with the sifter. So if that's something that you want to separate, you'll have to do that via looking at the back of the headstamp. However, like I said, it speeds up this part of the process much, much faster. Getting your calibers separated is such a pain, and this is a way that you can make it a lot quicker and a lot less painless, and it's actually almost kind of fun because you're almost feel like you're panhandling for gold, so, or panning for gold rather, which it makes it kind of different and adds another interesting feature to reloading, so it's kind of nice. But the 45s are pretty much all separated, so we'll pop that pan out. You can see them all there. Here we have some 38 specials, which tend to get caught by the rim, which is really nice because I don't think this second pan is designed for that. I'm pretty sure it's designed for 40 Smith & Wesson, but it works good for 38 special too, because as you can see, none of them fall through. They all get caught by the rim, and you can tell which ones are 38 special. And if I had 40 Smith & Wesson in here, you'd be able to see by the shorter case, but they also wouldn't fall through like that. They would just stay on top. So it's another way that's pretty neat because it'll actually separate them inside of the same pan. So the 40s will stay on top of the pan, and the 38 specials that get caught by the rim and fall through, as you see here, which is kind of neat. So anyway, that's another neat little deal. And then last, we have all of our 9mm. Really the only thing I'm doing right here is I'm just trying to get the 22 casings to fall into the cardboard, as well as all the leftover media, which we will just pitch in the end anyway. So here's the special little bit right here that I'm looking for, because there's significantly more 9mm in this batch of brass than anything else, and that's what I load the most of, so it's nice to have all of this brass, especially when times are hard, which they definitely are right now. So anyway, this is how these work. Obviously there's more calibers that you can use these with, but these are just the ones I had on hand, because like I said, I had 3 gallons of brass, and I figured it would be worth making a video just showing you guys how it works. And I actually really like these. I have probably increased the time that I can sort through brass by a dozen times over. I mean, if not more. It's just insanely fast to do this, and obviously I'm making more out of it than there needs to be. You just throw the 3 pans on top of each other in the correct order, black, blue, yellow on top, and just start shaking it, and pretty quickly you'll see everything come apart. Like I said, you'll have some nested shells if you have calibers roughly close enough to the same size that you can just pick out by hand, which is not a big deal. And lastly, there is a 380 adapter plate that you can put in there to separate your 9s and your 380s, which is really nice, because that's something that I've ran into a lot, and it kind of sucks when you are loading a bunch of 9 and you get some 380s that just happen to find their way into your pile of brass. So anyway, I think it's a really good system for not that much money. They're, well, for plastic it's kind of expensive, to be honest, but in the long run, as much time as it'll save you, it's well worth the money. So in my world, that's cheap, or a good investment at the very least. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't seen some of our other videos, check out the other videos. Check out our blog. I'll post links below in the description for those of you watching on YouTube. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I know it's a simple video, but it's something that a lot of people have asked me, and this is a really good way to increase your efficiency, which I'm all about. So anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Check back with us later, and you guys have an amazing day. Stay risen and stay smart. Have a good one.